Systems, 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 systems. You need systems. You need systems in order for you to achieve your goal. You need a system. And I say this because I do systems. Systems work for me, and I've realized when I don't have these systems, everything starts going down. Now, what is a system? Well, first off, let me start by saying welcome to another episode of Late Night Talks with Cams. And today's topic is like what I just mentioned before, systems. You need systems. I don't care what you think. I don't care what it is you're trying to get after. You need systems. Period. And what I mean by systems are pretty much just like a guide or like a schedule of each thing that you're gonna do throughout the day, so that when you are trying to do something at a specific time, it's not gonna be such an issue. First off, you need to plan this all out. Your systems are so important, and you need to plan them out. What I would usually do is do it over the weekend or whatnot. Yeah, but starting from Monday all the way to like Friday. Saturdays, Sundays, I kind of just leave alone. I kind of just make a list of what I'm gonna do. Monday to Friday. Okay, boom. Morning, 6 to 8 a.m. No, 6 to 7 a.m. or whatever. Eat. All right, next thing, 7 to 8. All right, maybe post a TikTok or a YouTube short, and then 9 to like 5 or whatever, work, and then after, okay, 5:30 to 6:30, gym. That's what I mean by systems. Doing those things come a long way, because if you have a certain time to get things done, it's easier for you to do the specific thing that you need to do in order for you to reach your goal. If you're all over the place, if you don't have some type of structure or order throughout your day, then you're gonna be all over the place. You're not gonna be as consistent as you wanna be, right? Because we have more than just our goals that we have to accomplish. We have responsibilities as well, I'm sure. I don't know how old my viewers are, but if you're like, I guess, over the age of 18 in college and whatnot, then you definitely need these systems. Because, you have things like bills you gotta pay, right? You gotta go to work, or maybe school, or I don't know, whatever. But as an adult, you have a lot of responsibilities that need to be taken care of. And if you have systems and specific things that you need to get done throughout the day, you need to make sure it's in an orderly manner, right? Or you'll just be all over the place where you might forget. So over the weekend, what you need to be doing is writing what times you're gonna be doing these specific things throughout the day, right? Okay, I'm gonna do that 8 a.m. I'm gonna do this 9 a.m. I'm gonna do that 10 a.m. As long as you keep doing that, it's gonna be so easy to get to your next goal. Because there's been a lot of times where, well, this is all the time, but when I'm not following my systems, I'm just thinking about what I gotta do, and I don't always get them done. And that becomes a serious issue. But when I am following my systems and I'm staying true to myself, it is so much easier to get things done. Like even this week, I slipped up like 2, 3 days. I gotta get back on my system. Slipped up, things were not getting done. I'm not focused as much because I didn't have my systems in place. When you have your systems in place, it allows you to be more focused on your goal. Make times for the things that are important and make times for the things that are not so important. Because you're gonna realize that when you're trying to do everything all at once, you end up ultimately getting nothing done at all. Right? So you gotta make times for the certain things throughout the day. And and I'm not saying doing these systems works for everyone, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps. But like when it comes to these systems, right, you have to know yourself. You really need to think these things out. Because I've generated so many different types of systems for how my week would look. And some of them work out, some of them didn't work out. And right now I'm in the process of like up and down. Like some things are working, some things are not working. I gotta change it around. But if that happens, change it as much as you need to, right? Because chances are when you're doing these things, you're not gonna get it the first time. You're not gonna get it the first time. But as long as you are following them every single day, you will make progress in whatever it is that you want to achieve. Whether it's the gym, whether it's a personal business or whatnot, following those things every single day is going to get you to your goal. I can guarantee it. Systems, to me, are for me personally. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it is hard to stay consistent with my system because right there are other things that I'd rather be doing, but I know I have to prioritize certain other things, the most important things, right? I know I need to prioritize those important things as well. But sometimes I feel lazy and I don't feel like prioritizing those things. And that's when my system starts to collapse. I start getting lazy a bit. But it does take a certain level of discipline for you to follow these systems every day, right? Having those systems laid out for the week definitely helps, right? But are you disciplined enough to follow that system every day? Because eventually it starts to feel kind of boring, because it's repetitive, but that's the point. It's supposed to be repetitive. You gotta do these things every single day at these certain times for it to work. And they have worked. And I would say I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect because I'm gonna be honest, I don't always follow my systems all the way through. But I'm giving you guys this advice because it has worked for me. It has worked. It definitely has worked and it does work. But it's just a matter of if you can do it over an extended period of time, right? Systems. Build those systems in place. Because if you're trying to do something, you're trying to achieve whatever it is, but you have other factors that are in the way, you've got to be able to work around those things somehow. So having those systems, having a structure in an organized type of manner, it's gonna come a long way. It really will. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Systems are important, right? Following that system every single day, that's what's gonna help you get to your goal. And I know you have big goals. I know you have big goals, but you gotta be a little organized, man. I know you're not a little organized. I know you've been messy. I know you're all over the place. You gotta be organized. Come on now. All right? Systems. It will help. It will help you get to your goal. I promise. But yeah, that is it for the video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. Also follow the TikTok. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.